Oil has bounced back to $30 per barrel. Gold is skyrocketing. And equities are on the cusp of selling off. But how can we make money? Let's find out in this video. Hi guys, it's Any, aka the Not Trader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Not Trader on all social media platforms. And if you check that description section below, you'll see a link to my mailing list, my chat room called Pip Talk for like-minded traders and investors to talk about everything and anything to do with trading and investing. And for my ebook, I've got an ebook on how to pick a great trading platform. If you like the platform that I'm using Pro Real Time via IG. Check the description section below for a link to sign up. I get a referral fee, just a little disclaimer, but I use it day in day out, so it's not one of those. I'm not one of those ones that pick a trading platform and I'm not using it myself. This is all through IG, so check that out. Click the link below, sign up, and I get a little bit of a kickback, but you also get a great trading platform. I made a video a couple days ago explaining why oil was at $20 per barrel. Now there's two things that could have happened while it was lingering at this $20 mark. It could either bounce back or it could sell off. And I know you're asking me, of course there's two things. It's either going to go up or go down. But what I meant by that was that $20 per barrel was a pivotal point. And I explained that in that video. So check that video out if you want an in-depth explanation as to why oil was at $20 per barrel. But over the last 3-4 days, it's skyrocketed. Well, not skyrocketed, but it's gone up from $20 and it's gone up 40% to $30 per barrel. And this is all because the US government, or USA, has been brokering a deal between Russia and between Saudi Arabia, the two major players in the reason why oil is so low. Russia was flooding the market with, not Russia. Saudi Arabia was flooding the market with oil, which was lowering the prices. And this was really affecting the US market because shale prices, the shale industry relies on producing at about $40 per barrel. So right now they're producing at a loss. So it was in the interest of the US. They're not just doing that out of the goodness of their heart. It was in the interest of the US shale industry to get the OPEC leaders at the table so that they can agree on a price that's higher than at least $40 per barrel, so that oil prices can stabilize again. So once Obama, why am I talking about Obama? Once good old Donald Trump let it be known that he was trying to foster a deal, just the news of them trying to broker a deal, that there was positive news of trying to broker a deal, was enough to send the prices going up. But we'll see if this is just noise or if it actually happens. If it happens, then prices will probably continue going up. If we realize it's just noise and nothing actually happens, it'll probably fall back down to about the $20 mark and linger there. So once again, right now oil is quite fundamentally led, so it wouldn't be wise to just make decisions just based off technicals, but at the same time there's still a lot of technicals to understand. Right now there's let me show you on the 1 hour chart. I drew a little white line here. This line was supposed to represent the kind of support zone. So it's not necessarily a specific line, but it's a zone. So this zone area was where a lot of volume was being traded at. So if it broke below it in some proper fashion, not like a little spike here, because here you can see a couple false breakouts. There's 1, 2, 3 false breakouts. It needs to actually penetrate it and sell off drastically, and then that would have been impetus to take a short, but it hasn't done that. The buyers won, so all the buying pressure here went up. But as I said, it's not so much about technicals as it is about fundamentals when it comes to oil in the current situation. So I'm not really going to go into too much depth as to what this is, but this is a graph that shows you the volume profile of crude oil from about mid-March up until now. So the blue area is the 30% percentiles of where most of the volume was being traded that day, and the red line is the mean. So if you see the blue area, it just shows you where most of the trading volume was at that time, on that day, in that trading day. So as you can see, all up until about the 27th, between the 27th and the 2nd of April, 27th of March and 2nd of April, the majority of trading volume was between $22 and $20 per barrel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of trading. Volume was the main volume being traded was in the same ballpark figure. So that means there's a lot of trading volume in that area. So there needs to be a concerted effort for either by the bulls or the bears. Otherwise, it was just going to stay within that range because so much trading was going on at that price. And that's exactly what happened on the second. So once it broke out of its kind of medium, the volume, like the medium volume profile area. Sorry, I'm not. It shot up and then it just continued trending up. And it's continued to break out of this area each time. Like it'll go up, then consolidate, go up the next day, it'll break out the point of control, which is this little area here. Once it broke out of it, it'll shoot up. So this is just kind of a little bit of information that's there. I'm going to make another video on volume profile, but this kind of gives you a bit more insight into why that $20 mark, around the $20 mark, was a support area. It wasn't necessarily a support line because there was a specific line, but there was an area where there was a lot of where a natural support had been created because of so much volume being traded in that specific area. Now onto the stock that I obsess about. This is Flutter Entertainment. Onto it again. Now yesterday on Friday, I was being a bit of a wimp. I knew exactly what was going on, but I didn't pull the trigger in time. So what happened was, I was expecting, as you saw in my last video, I was expecting, because I saw this resistance line here, I was expecting price to kind of continue selling off and break the support, but it had its own plans. And I should have known this. Being a Friday, I wasn't really, it's hard to expect to see like a big move to the downside on a Friday. So this resistance line got broken, and then it got broken, went back down, treated the old resistance as new support, and then carried on going up. And I saw this here. I actually posted this on the Discord group, but I just didn't pull the trigger. And I even posted it. I'll show you what I mean. See, if you look, yesterday 10:16, I posted this saying, okay, price is going to climb up here, and then the new resistance is going to be here. If I had actually made that trade for £1 a pip, I would have made about £170, but I just £130, something like that. But I didn't take the trade. I don't know why. I actually called it out. I called it out when it was at 6960 in the Discord group. It's another reason why you should join the Discord group. And yeah, so it actually did that. It went all the way up exactly where I said the take profit would be, up here, and then it started selling off. Now I knew it was going to sell off here because, again, all about support and resistance zones. This is a resistance and support zone. Several times, it's when prices hit it, it's come back up, or when prices, and here it's hit it as a resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So this area, there must be a lot of selling pressure here. I'm guessing a lot of the institutional traders are putting their sell orders here. So whenever price hits it, they'll put another short position. That's why I find it hard to break out of this area of about 97100, which is good for me because my stop loss is just above there. But the bad thing is that I made the worst mistake, and I took a second short here. So I exit my position, my other position from the other day here, and then I made the worst entry I could. I should have entered here for a short, but I didn't. I should have entered here for a long, but I didn't. I entered here for a short, and then it came back up. But I thought it doesn't matter anyway because I'm playing the long game. I'm not going to be doing any ins and outs no more because it just doesn't make sense. I'm playing the long game. My stop loss is at 250 quid, and I don't see price breaking past 7100 just because this is a resistance zone, as I said before. It's been a resistance here, 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 and here, and I don't see it breaking out there. So what I see happening next, hopefully, is I'll tell you what I think is going to happen next week, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. Price is going to go up, go down, and start selling off, and that's when the big money's to be made. Where it sells off to, that's another discussion, but I can see it breaking this support line next week. And I'm gonna stop trying to be too clever and enter and exit, because I really, the position I took here, I should have just held it, ignored all this noise and just held it, because at the end of the day, this was just Friday was, yeah, there was a couple of opportunities there, but at the end of the day, the big money is holding that position and taking the big short. So rather than trying to scalp all these little positions here, I should just be holding on for the resistance to be broken so it can sell off. And I believe it is going to sell off just because of all the stuff I said in my last video. If you watch that video, then you know what I'm talking about. Check that video out. But yeah, so that was a little bit of a faux pas by me. Not necessarily a faux pas in the sense that I lost money, but I just could have made better decisions. I could have taken a long here, which I identified, but I didn't take, and I should have shorted it here, because if I knew this is the take profit, then I should know that that's where it's going to sell off as well. So I identified the right things, which is good, which means I'm still sharp, but execution, that was my issue. I executed in the wrong way, but you live, you learn, you can't get more. But yeah, so that was just me. I just thought I'd give you a cover of crude oil and a update on the positions I'm in right now. I've also got a podcast series coming up. First one's coming out next Thursday. I've got a special guest you'll be interested to know. 10 points for anyone who can guess who it is. You could probably guess, so I'm not actually going to tell you, but it's going to be something interesting. I'm going to try and release a podcast every week for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, check that out as well. It's Any, aka the Not Trader, signing out.